No BS report on the Springfield Range Officer, 1911. Gun has been safety checked and is clear. Initial impressions, I had pretty high hopes. I was thinking, hey, Hickok 45's got one of these, it must be a decent gun. Saw a couple other reviews on it and they seemed to talk pretty highly about it. But not too impressed. No. By the way, this isn't going to be some gay unboxing video. You know what a Springfield comes in. A huge freaking case with a bunch of BS accessories that you don't need, that don't actually work that well, that you're going to end up throwing away or replacing with something else anyways. So, back to the gun. This isn't going to be a rant video either. Comes with adjustable sights, 5-inch barrel, I guess match fitted bushing. I don't know if that's a match fitted barrel or not. 3-hole adjustable trigger. Decent beaver tail. I'll start by going one piece at a time what I do and don't like. I do like the fact that it has adjustable sights. I'm a reloader. I shoot around 24 to 28,000 rounds a year, and of different weights, weight of bullet, powder, primers. I mean, lately I've been trying out Magnum primers, and it's been increasing my velocities by like 20 to 30 feet per second over standard primers. But anyways, the adjustable sights do help me. I'm a pretty big fan of that. Eventually I will end up, if I do keep this, I'll end up getting a Dawson Precision fiber optic front sight. If you're wondering, I'll be replacing it with a .180 height. That's what I need for the adjustables. Slide to frame fit. They did a pretty good job on that. I was impressed by that. Lug fit. Everything's tight there. I mean, there's no movement at all. Just like with any Springfield, it has all cast internals. Those, for right now, I'm out of parts. I need to place another order, so I just left the stock ones in there. I wasn't impressed at all with the trigger from the factory. I'd say it came with a 6 to 7 pound trigger, and now it's, after I did a little work on the hammer hooks and the sear and switching out the hammer spring, I was able to get it down to probably, I'd say about 4.5, somewhere in there. Which I could take it down more, but since it is MIM or cast parts inside there, I don't want to take it down too far and end up having full auto 1911s. Wouldn't be good. The mainspring housing, this is a stock one that it came with. It's checkered, which I do like checkering over serrations, and definitely over smooth. But it has this ALS safety on it. You can do reading on it. I'm sure there's videos on it. I won't get into it, but I ended up switching that out, and you gotta end up replacing this too. But luckily I had a extra flat serrated Baer mainspring housing. It fits decently. Not too much blending that I'd have to worry about, but I mean, it's an $800 gun. So after working on the trigger, I switched out the grips. I'm not a huge fan of those Springfield Armory grips. Some people like them. I don't. These are just USGI keys grips. I haven't shot it yet. Just picked it up today, and not too excited really. I don't know why I bought it. It was just kind of one of those spur of the moment things. I saw it and thought thought I had to have it because there's a Hickok 45 video on it. It doesn't have serrations on the front strap. Me personally, I like a 30 LPI checker on the front strap right there, and it's completely smooth. I might end up putting some grip tape on it. Who knows? But overall, I mean, I guess you get what you pay for. It's a sub $800 gun. I know you can find these for like $750 or so, like that, somewhere around that neighborhood. But if you're getting into like USPSA competition or IDPA, shooting CDP or single stack division, maybe even limited 10, there are worse options. I mean, you could end up with a Taurus. So, Springfield Range Officer it, and like I said before, it comes with those BS accessories. It's got a little mag pouch, paddle holster, or Kydex holsters. There's a little paddle on it. I don't know. I end up giving these things away. If you're gonna end up shooting competition, I highly recommend Blade Tech. That's what I use in USPSA single stack division. I guess the biggest thing that drew me to this pistol, and I kind of made just a rash purchase on it, is because I kind of resembled this one. This is Baer Premier 2. Has a Dawson Ice magwell and VZ grips on it. Saw a video where Rob Latham said that the Springfield would do 1 inch at 25, and the Baer is 1 inch at 25. That's their guarantee. You can upgrade to the, or no, it's 1 inch at 50, I believe. No, 1 inch at 25, and then you can get the 1.5 guarantee, which is it guarantees 1.5 inch groups at 50. And of course, that's like a machine rest or something. I don't know. It could be Baer himself shooting them. But anyways, that's an outstanding pistol, and I got this one to kind of mimic it. I don't know. Something about it just drew me to it. So if you want a cheap Baer, Springfield Armory Range Officer should fit the bill. Has a little loaded chamber indicator. I still do press checks. It's just force of habit. I mean, low light situations, even just coming home at night, taking your pistol off, doing the press check, setting it on your nightstand. I'm just not a huge fan of those loaded chamber indicators, but it's not gonna hurt me. You know, it's there. It's not in the way. It's not like a huge Ruger loaded chamber indicator that sticks up. I wish they came with smaller cases. I'm absolutely tired of having all these cases stacked up and whatnot. And of course, whenever you sell a gun, everybody asks, "Hey, you got the original case?" But anyways, trying to keep this from being a rant, but these little grip screws that they come with, it comes with like a little star head or something like that. I'm going to be replacing those as soon as possible. I'm not a fan of those at all. Oh, one big thing. A really big thing, actually. When I was taking the grip screw out of this one right here, this hole right here at the bottom, it actually stripped out the bushing, and the bushing came out while still attached to the grip screw. And this is a new gun. I just bought it today. I was very unimpressed with that. I couldn't believe that they didn't torque those down or Loctite them, or of crimp them or anything. They were just kind of stuck in there and came out with the grip screw. So I had to torque that down. I'll be contacting Springfield Armory customer service. From what I understand, they're very reasonable. They'll take care of you. But as far as the upgrades to this, if I do end up keeping it, Dawson 0.180 height fiber optic front sight, I'll end up replacing the hammer, the sear, the disconnector. The trigger I'll probably keep. I'm undecided on that. I'll definitely keep the Baer mainspring housing. I forgot to mention, in the mainspring housing I actually put a 18-pound hammer spring in there instead of, like, I guess the stock is like a 23 or something like that. But it does help, and I think it comes with, I'd say, a 16-pound recoil spring that I'll probably end up switching out for a 15. It just helps me in competition with the loads that I developed for USPSA major power factor. Instead of having that heavy recoil spring and my barrel dipping each time that slide returns in the battery because it's too much recoil spring, it'll actually help keep that from happening. So other than that, I mean, cheap Baer. Its intended purposes of, you know, beginner's gun to USPSA or bullseye, IDPA, whatever you want to shoot, it serves its purpose.